What's up, Darkalicious? My name is Lydia.
I'm Kenny G.
And today we're going to be talking about...
Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0. Or you could just call it Evangelion 4.0.
3 plus 1 is 4! Yay! So this is a new, I guess, secret trailer that came out.
Yeah, I don't know if you would call it a trailer. I think it's the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Like a preview?
Yeah.
So where did this preview come from?
It's been, it debuted at showing in Paris, which works considering the setting of the trailer. And then after that, it was played in Shinjuku and a bunch of other places in Tokyo. So it's pretty exciting because we've been waiting many years. I think 2013, 2014, something like that, for the last movie in this series. I'm sorry, that wasn't it. This is the last movie in this series that's come out so far. This is Evangelion 3.33. Yep. You cannot redo. And these are the other two Evangelion rebuild movies. I also have the original Neon Genesis series, but this is the rebuild series, which many fans theorize is actually a sequel to Neon Genesis Evangelion, not a remake.
Like an alternate dimension?
Well, not even an alternate dimension, like a time loop. So the suggestion is that after the events of Evangelion, end of Evangelion, that Evangelion 1.11 takes place. And if you go and watch End of Evangelion and then watch this like immediately after, there are a few clues, like some outlines of like LCL's that red stuff, right? So anyways, that's a whole other video we don't need to get into here, but take a look it up. You can just YouTube it. There's tons of theories out there, but this is the most compelling theory. Anyways, where should we go from here?
Let's talk about the preview.
Let's talk about the 10-minute, roughly, leaked footage that you can find on YouTube. We can't include it in our video here for obvious reasons. It's not officially released to the public.
Very spicy so far.
Yes. But it looks good. It looks good in some ways. In some ways, not so much. But essentially, it opens up with...
Essentially what happened is there's a bunch of redness going on. People can't breathe in the redness. There's a tag team group of sexy programmers programming.
Yes.
Wearing
pilot suits.
Really busty yellow cat suit. Then there's a lady in the pink Eva who's in like some sort
Mari.
Yes, she's in some sort of like backflipping device.
She is she's driving Evangelion Unit 8, and it is being manipulated. She's manipulating it with a steering wheel.
Yes.
It showed her like looking back and doing like a thing like this, like you would a car, right?
Yes.
And the Eva isn't on the ground. It's being dangled from the Wonder. So the Wonder is up in the air. They're in Paris. Sorry, I should have said that.
Why is it red? What's with all the red? I don't get that part. I thought they were on Mars for a little bit because they couldn't breathe.
Because the entire planet was red?
Yeah.
That has something to do with near third impact, which took place at the end of Evangelion 2.0. That's why it's called the near third impact, is because they managed to abort it by hitting him with the Lance Longinus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, to get back to this video, where were we?
She was driving, dangling.
The pink robot, which is Evangelion Unit 8, dangling from the Wonder, and she was manipulating it with like a steering wheel or something. And these flying Evas...
Angels.
Yeah. But they're not angels. They're actually...
They look like angels.
They look like angels, but they're made by nerve. And someone commented that...
They're testing them or something?
Yeah, they do say that. But the flying units, they comment that they're wild. That they are Evas, but they're wild. They're not like being controlled by anyone, and that they've almost become like their own wildlife, right? That they're just roaming the planet, and they're coming to attack, right? They formed. It says right here, Ritsuko comments they have formed a colony by themselves, and that they're a new life form. Those flying Evas. So Mari fights them off in this video, and then it turns out that they were like a distraction for the main enemy, which is like a bunch of Evangelions sent by Nerve, not by angels, to take on the crew of the Wonder. And you can see like the Nerve logos on some of these robots, and it's a bunch of robots carrying what would they call them? 44. It says here, we have the notes here. Full Eva units are using a positron cannon. Now the positron cannon is the same cannon they used in the snipe. Yeah, you remember? Yes, when they shot the pyramid or diamond.
I remember that.
Angel, right?
Yes.
So it's not the exact cannon, but it's a similar cannon. And so they have a bunch of these smaller faux Evas carrying generators to power this cannon, and then they fire it at the people trying to restore Nerve European branch. Boy, it's so confusing.
So why is Nerve fighting itself?
So they're not Nerve anymore. They brought in Evangelion 3.33. There's a time jump, and after the time jump, Shinji's father Gendo and Misato and Ritsuko have split ways.
Oh.
And they are now facing off against each other, essentially, right? But Shinji's father has access to all of the equipment, which is why he's sending all of these faux Evas, right? He's probably got access to factories or something that's producing them. Whereas Misato's group is like the rebels, like if you think like
the Rebel Alliance,
like Star Wars, where they don't have access to all the parts and stuff, which is why they're breaking into Nerve European to get the parts to repair Evangelion 2.0 or 2, sorry, which was the red one, which was blown up,
Asuka,
severely damaged at the end of Evangelion 3.33, and yeah, it's Asuka's mech.
Is she still around?
And Asuka is not present, so that also indicates Asuka's not present, Rei's not there, and Shinji's not there. So it indicates that this takes place directly after the events of Evangelion 3. I'm just going to call it 3 for short. And that they have not recovered Asuka, Rei, or Shinji from the aftermath of the events of Evangelion 3. Because at the end of Evangelion 3, they are like stranded on the planet's surface, and Asuka is guiding Rei and Shinji, and she says we have to go somewhere to try to meet the I think she says children of Lilith or something like that.
Oh, wow.
But essentially she means Misato, right? So that's mostly what happens. They, of course, manage to defeat this new faux Eva carrying the giant gun. And then they restore...
Wait, but how did they do it? In the most epic way possible?
Oh, yes, the most ridiculous thing possible. Go ahead.
They shoved the Eiffel Tower in the hole of the gun so that it couldn't fire.
Yes, and then that killed...
Brilliant.
That killed them, I guess. That killed the faux Eva units.
It exploded on themselves.
Yes.
That was pretty epic.
And
she's like, I'm so sorry, Eiffel.
Yes.
It was cute.
I'm sorry, Eiffel. And then Mari jams the Eiffel Tower into the cannon or whatever. It's really weird. But then the hacker team that's there, which is Ritsuko, Maya, and some other sub-characters that I don't remember their names, they managed to hack this thing because Mari bought them enough time.
Woo!
And then that allows them access to the European... I guess warehouse. I don't know what it is, but essentially it's like Tokyo 3, where all these buildings start coming out of the ground, and inside of all of them are supplies for fighting, or sorry, supplies for repairing, not fight. Well, fighting and repairing, yes. So essentially that's it. That's kind of all that happens. There's a few other details here if you want to get specific. It says the 44A units have lances of Longinus on them, suggesting Nerve can now manufacture copies of the Lance of Longinus. And the floating Iowa-class battleships have been fitted with the same shield Rey used in Evangelion 1.0 to deflect Ramiel's attack. Ramiel being the diamond thing, right? Yeah, that's essentially it. So, we gave you a synopsis. Now for some thoughts. What did you think?
It looked nice. Very well animated. Confusing as hell.
Yeah.
But funny.
But
I like the Eiffel Tower part. I think that was my favorite part.
The one thing I'll say about Evangelion, the entire Rebuild series, is it doesn't have the same, I would say, amount of deep thought put into it. Like, there's a lot of, like, techno jargon speak where you're just like, I don't know what's going on.
Same, yes.
I don't... And that's okay, but you have to care about the characters, right?
Yeah, of course.
So when you don't have any characters you care about, because essentially Mari's character is essentially, I'm a new figurine for them to sell.
Pretty much.
Right? Mari has no character. I mean, there is some suspicion that she is like way older than she actually is.
Kind of
because
got that feeling.
there's a scene somewhere in one of the movies where there's a photo of Shinji as a baby, and there's a lady looking at Shinji. Well, there's a few ladies, but one of them looks a lot like her, and people are like, well, maybe that's her, and she's just never aged, right?
I thought only children could pilot the Ava.
Well, she is only 14 years old.
So we think.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, you know what? We'll look it up later. But that is one theory to do with Mari. But besides that, essentially she has no character. She has nothing going on with her at all. So it's just boobs.
She's kind of cocky. I kind of like it. Not as good as Asuka, but...
No, Asuka's way better.
Yeah.
Asuka's way better. Maybe not in the rebuilds, Asuka's not way better because they don't give her a lot of screen time. But in Neon Genesis Evangelion, Asuka is way better. So when they don't have any characters you care about, because Masato turned into like a super nasty person in
Masato did?
Yeah, in Evangelion 3.
Oh.
Well, she's bitter. She's bitter about what happened, the near third impact that occurred, right? Because Shinji caused it, and she's angry at Shinji. But you know, she's pissed at him. Well, I mean, there's a whole rant you could get on where she's pissed at him, but it's sort of her own fault. She encouraged him to do what he did. That's a whole other rant. That could be a whole other video. But anyways, when you don't care about any of the characters and it's just random action happening on screen, it's like, this just seems like insanity sometimes, right? But I'm keeping an open mind, and I hope it'll be awesome because I would like to see a good conclusion to the story. I mean, they've been making this series, these 4 movies, these 3 plus the new one, for over probably 10 years now, right? And so I would hope that it's going to have a satisfying conclusion that at least gives us some explanation of what the heck is going on. Because essentially, we have no freaking clue, and it's okay on some level to have no clue, but we need to be let in on some things at least, right? And it feels like a lot of like question marks, and it's been question marks for at least this movie. The third one was all question marks.
The entire series is question marks, let's be honest.
Yeah, but the third one was really rough, and my hope is that the fourth one bounces back, not continues the slide that number 3 was on. Anyways, that's sort of it for now. I'm of course, a huge Evangelion fan. So I'm not trying to trash Evangelion. I just hope it's good.
If you have viewed the trailers, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I'm sure you can YouTube it or you can find it somewhere else. We watched it on YouTube. Who knows if it'll be there in a couple days.
Yeah, you kind of have to catch it while it's hot.
Yeah.
Yes, very true. So let us know in the comments below what you think of the new preview. And if you are agreeing with our points, is there something that we forgot? Let us know in the comments. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Give us a couple likes and a share. Likes are very important for our channel because it gives our tiny channel exposure and we need your help. Please give us a like and a share. If you want to follow us on Twitch, we stream weekly. Our handle is super_dorkalicious. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, our handle is YouAreDorkalicious. And we'll see you next time. This has been Lydia.
Yeah, I'm Kenny G.
And it's been fun dorking it with you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, this is Lydia. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Give us a couple likes and a share. The likes are super important because every time you like, it gives our channel a bit more exposure. So please like. If you don't want to follow, at least like. Please, please, please. Also, if you want to chat, please leave a comment down below. Also, if you want to chat more frequently, we are on Twitch. The channel is called super_dorkalicious, and we stream pretty much daily. And we stream like video games, karaoke, fun stuff. So just pop on over to Twitch, super_dorkalicious, and definitely engage with us. So, but for now, please like and share and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.